Jeb Hensarling is a Republican congressman from Texas, and he's now the head of the very powerful House Financial Services Committee. So obviously the banks would be very interested in helping Jeb Hensarling raise money and go on fancy trips. And what a wild coincidence, it turns out that's exactly what they did. In fact, they did a trip to St. Regis Deer Valley in Park City, Utah. It's a posh resort. In fact, it's described as the Ritz-Carlton of ski resorts. They say they have white glove service. If that isn't the definition of elitist, I don't know what is. I mean, when you're bragging about that, that's awesome. And they have superstar chef Jean-Georges von Gerichten there. Whoa, that sounds really good. So that's a good reason to sell out, of course, and sell out, of course, he did. He has a pack called Jeb. Get it? His first name is Jeb. Oh, so clever. And here comes the money. American Securitization Forum happened to be at that ski resort. They sent someone there and handed a $2,500 check. And then Len Wolfson, also from a financial industry. In fact, he's a lobbyist for the Mortgage Bankers Association, also had a $5,000 check for him. Visa, also in finance, also a $5,000 check. Okay, look, they're just warming up on the slopes. And the way that this scam works is that his PAC, Hensarling's PAC, pays for some of the expenses on the trip, and then these guys turn around and give the money to the PAC. So Hensarling's not actually paying for it. These guys are paying through it, paying for the entire posh trip through the PAC and the donations that they give so that they can all get white glove service. In fact, the financial service industry in the last election alone, for just a congressman, just one group, and understand that there's lobbyists in all the other industries, just this one industry, gave Jeb Hensarling $1 million. That's what happens if you're going to be the chairman of the House Financial Services Committee, where you're going to control whether the banks get the favors they need or you don't, right? So here comes the money. Here's the other donors that have given to Jeb Hensarling. Let's see if we can piece together a pattern here. Capital One, Credit Suisse, PricewaterhouseCoopers, MasterCard, National Association of Federal Credit Unions, U.S. Bank, UBS, Koch Industries, National Pawnbrokers Association, Cash America International, and CheckSmart Financial. Well, they were check smart in giving that money to Jeb Hensarling, because what did he just do? He wouldn't even allow the head of the Consumer Safety Protection Board to testify in front of his committee. He said, oh no, Obama put him in through a recess appointment, and there was a recent Supreme Court decision about a different recess appointment, but I'm going to use that as precedent. Why? Because the guy is actually looking out for consumers. That's his job. He's supposed to protect you guys from the banks. So Jeb Hensarling won't even allow him to testify. You're not welcome here. You didn't bring me to a fancy ski resort. You didn't have white gloves on servicing me. And of course, Hensarling, as he's doing it, is putting on his white gloves and saying, hey, bankers, where are you? It's time for me to give you some of that love back. This is how our politics works these days. They flat out buy the politicians with legalized bribery, and then those politicians do exactly as they have been ordered by the people who bribed them. Only one way to cure it. It's a constitutional amendment saying you can't take that goddamn money anymore. wolf-pac.com. Become a member, participate in the solution.